That's all I got to do. No, he's not. It's good for him that you say that. He's already saved me about 4 times. Nile. Nile set up for you. It's the first. you have a grand march over here? I can't find it.
There we go.
I invite the gentlemen to please remove your caps for the opening prayer. I know that this morning we represent many different traditions, and so I invite us to begin in silence and invoking in that the sacred that is deep within each of us. Let us be fully present to this moment. Please pray with me. Holy God, creator of all that was and is and will be, we are grateful this morning for all that is good and true and beautiful. Rain or shine, a new day dawns, a new chapter of our lives opens, and we pray that this morning you will calm our wildly beating hearts and open us fully to the joy and gladness of this moment. We ask your blessings, O God, on our graduates, and we pray for all of them, from those who will receive their first degree to those who will be designated masters in their field. May each move beyond the pomp and circumstance, beyond the momentary excitement or sadness of this moment, to recognize the deeper meaning. Speak to us, O God. Speak especially to our graduates. Offer words of comfort to those who are fearful of the future. Dry the tears of those who mourn the loss of a beloved classmate or the end of a season of our lives. Amidst these bittersweet moments, increase our joy of all our hearts. And to each of us, whisper the words that we yearn to hear, that all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. Oh God, as our hearts overflow this morning with mixed emotions, we give thanks especially for parents and families who have supported our graduates, for their sacrifices that they have made, for their words of encouragement and their unconditional love. We are grateful, too, for the friendships that have been developed over the years, ones forged in late-night study sessions, in group projects, and over endless cups of Starbucks coffee. Events, programs, and classes may come and go, but may the bonds of friendship formed here remain true. On this day of ends and beginnings, we do come seeking your guidance. Show us your path, O holy God, that we would have us walk. May we take risks for the common good. May we reach out to strangers, the forgotten, the lost, and the lonely. May we know what it means to share our bread with the hungry, to offer a safe haven to the refugee, and to live our lives with generosity and grace. In all these things, may we know your peace that passes all understanding. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pamela Davies, and I am the president of Queens University of Charlotte. On behalf of all of us at Queens, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the 2017 commencement ceremony at Queens. Let me begin by congratulating each and every one of our graduates here this morning. For the first time in a number of years, we are celebrating all graduating students in one ceremony. Which has pleased our faculty. Our traditional undergraduates who arrived on campus in the fall of 2013 as bright and eager freshmen or transferred here in subsequent years, our Hayworth adult undergraduate students who have juggled family and employment commitments during their time at Queens, and finally our master's degree candidates who have worked hard to further their education and expand their career opportunities by earning an advanced degree. You have all worked very hard to come to this point in your life, and we celebrate you today. Your experiences at Queens have been varied. You've traveled to over 25 different countries, from China to Italy, Ecuador, England, Peru, Switzerland, and Rio for the Olympics. Here at home, here at home, you've seen the Royals three-peat as national swimming champions, and our basketball team earned the most wins in the school's history. You've lived out our motto, not to be served, but to serve, from the villages of Guatemala to the neighborhoods of New Orleans to the classrooms at Sedgeville Elementary. You've sheltered the homeless and room in the inn and stayed up till dawn for St. Jude's. You've come together during a time of civil unrest in our city and our nation, and you found your voice through deliberative dialogue. Even your silence was unifying this past year when you held a silent vigil in the Trexler courtyard. You've developed relationships with faculty and staff that have literally shaped who you are as a human being, and you've developed friendships that will last a lifetime. Your commitment and dedication to completing your degree is admirable. I am confident you are well prepared for the next step in your journey. I hope that you will remember to thank the people who have supported you in this effort. Parents, family members, and friends, the faculty and staff here at Queens. You've had many cheerleaders and advocates during your journey towards your degree. They share in your joy today. In fact, class of 2017, would you like to thank those who have helped you come to where you are? Yesterday at the baccalaureate ceremony, you heard from Reverend Joe Clifford, who advised us to pay attention to the world around us so that we can work to make it a better place. Today, you'll hear from Olympic coach David Marsh, who has made his mark as a world-class coach. Graduates, you will go on to make your own mark in many different fields. Whether you impact our nation's future by working in higher education, advancing healthcare opportunities, leading a Fortune 500 company, or being a public servant, we look forward to seeing the difference each of you make in the world. Before I conclude, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge a very special student and family to the Queens community. Griffin Kelton, a psychology major, track and field athlete, friend, and one of the most loyal Royals you will ever meet, entered Queens with many of the students sitting here today. Unfortunately, Griffin passed away on May 20th, 2015. He should be graduating with all of you today and moving forward to a successful career. It is always sad when a friend or family member passes, but particularly tragic when it is someone so young and vibrant. We are honored to have Griffin's parents with us today. The Keltons have been tireless advocates for drug education. They've spoken to high school and college students, including some of you, on this topic. We are most appreciative of your efforts and admire your courage, Mr. and Mrs. Kelton. Would you please stand and let us recognize you? Thank you for what you do. Thank you for being such a great friend to Griffin. And please know that Griffin will always be in our hearts. Griffin worked hard to make others around him have fun and enjoy life. If there's one thing we can all do to honor him, it is to do just that. And you'll enjoy your life and live it to the fullest. Graduates, I leave you with that charge. This is your day. Enjoy every minute of it. Congratulations to the class of 2017. And now I'd like to invite Ms. Claire Lechtenberg, president of the senior class, to the podium. Claire will be followed by Julie Mancius from the Hayward School. Claire?
Hello. I'd like to thank the Academy for this honor. I'm kidding, but I have always wanted to do that at a microphone. Hello, friends, family, faculty, guests, and most importantly, the class of 2017. I promise this won't be ostentatious. It won't be huge or bigly, as some folks like to say today. Instead, I am here to talk about one simple thing, and that is your heart. And I don't mean romance or relationship or what's his name or that girl from freshman corps. I want to talk to you about the way that you see yourself. Because I think that I can boldly say that you have changed. Queens tested you and challenged you. Queens made you grow even when you didn't want to, and provided you with moments. And these moments, sometimes simple, taught us each something different. They taught me how to make people laugh in the hallways on the way to class. They taught me that the library is always filled with students who would rather tell you how stressed they are about their assignments rather than actually do them. They taught me how to watch Netflix and make a presentation simultaneously. And they taught me how to respect my heart, but sometimes I learned that the hard way. Queens gave us so many opportunities to grow, whether that growth was through service projects in our classes, JBIPs or study abroad trips, silent protests in the courtyard, or open discussions on campus, or even just deciding to take a chance on someone and tell them about our lives or our hopes and dreams and fears and successes. Queens told us to serve others, and in doing so, we served each other. And it would be a lie to say that things will get easier after you take your steps across this stage. That once you go out to brunch with your families and say goodbye to the friends that have seen you at your worst and your best, that you'll be indestructible. But you won't be. And as the saying goes, that's life, kid. There may be no more capstones, thank God, or reasons to stay up all night writing papers and ordering pizzas with sweet mates, but there will be other challenges. And there's one thing I don't want as your friend, as your peer, as your fellow human. I don't want that to hurt your heart, to outshine the moments of good that Queens has given you. Like the moments that you looked at your professor and thought, I am so glad I'm learning from you. Or the moments you had a friend to lean on and thought, my life would not be the same without this person. Or the moments you worked for hours and you felt proud of all that you did, not because you had to, but because you wanted to. And there were lessons to be learned, like how to sustain a diet of primarily French fries from the calf, or how to sleep through lawnmowers at 7 a.m. on weekdays. We learned how to have hard discussions in class and how to respect each other even when it was easier not to. We learned how to listen to the small voice inside ourselves, pushing us through sleepless nights from procrastination or failures or just moments filled with loss. And there's going to be a moment that each and every one of you will experience. It'll be in 2 hours, or next week when you sleep in for the first time in months, or just maybe tonight when everyone falls asleep. There's going to be a moment when you're alone. Everything stops and you'll exhale, and I hope that you're calm, that you don't have your phone out or the TV on or anything like that. I hope you say to yourself, I've done it. And that hope and happiness and accomplishment blossoms in your chest like a flower. Because though the world may be scary at times and life may seem impossibly hard, you've already gotten through so much. You've grown to be more educated and more open, and most of all, you've grown to become the person that you are. So be proud, be bold, and go forth and thrive on.
Good morning. On behalf of the undergraduate and graduate students of the Hayworth School of Graduate and Continuing Studies, I would like to extend a warm welcome to President Davies, our Board of Trustees, the Queen's University faculty and staff, our families and friends, to the 2017 commencement ceremony. My name is Julie Manchus, and I will be receiving my bachelor's degree from the Wayland Cato School of Education. It's my privilege to represent my fellow Hayworth students on this becoming beautiful Charlotte morning. For more than 3 decades, I had wanted to be a teacher, but when I was in high school, I was steered in a different direction by well-meaning career counselors and family circumstances. I had given up on my aspiration, but when my son left for college, and with the support and encouragement of my husband, I finally had an opportunity to go to school myself and realize my dream of teaching. It was a surreal experience being in school at the same time as my son and commiserating with him about papers and final exams. There's nothing like family solidarity during finals. Now we achieve our goals together as we both graduate this month. The Hayworth School of Continuing Education supports students like me who are coming to the starting gate later than most. First-generation students, our student veterans, and students who aspire to pursue an advanced degree to further their careers or make a career change. For that, I am thankful. Queen's, and especially the Cato School of Education, has been instrumental in shaping who I am as a future teacher. The professors at Queen's challenge us to be our best every day, to give 100% in everything we do in order to make the most of opportunities afforded us. You are all sitting here today because you rose to the challenge. As I completed my student teaching internship last week, I thought I would ask my class of first graders what advice they would share with the graduating class of 2017. These are some of their responses. Always try your best and be what you want to be. You are outstanding. You're done with college. Now you can have fun. Remember to work as a team in your new job. Don't be grumpy. Be a bucket filler and don't dip into other people's buckets. All of which is excellent advice. As you leave Queen's University campus today, be a bucket filler, pouring appreciation and thanks into the buckets of those who supported you through your journey, your families, friends, and professors who listened when you were frustrated and cheered you on through your successes. Without support, attending college as a non-traditional student would be a challenge as we juggle family, jobs, and what our younger cohorts refer to as adulting. On behalf of Hayworth students, we extend a huge thank you to our cheering section. We couldn't have done it without you. I want to leave you with a final thought from children's author Roald Dahl from his book, James and the Giant Peach. There are a whole lot of things in this world of ours that you haven't started wondering about yet. So, class of 2017, get out there and start wondering. Thank you.
Good morning. Oh, that was weak. Good morning. My name's Michael Tarwater, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this special commencement at Queen's University of Charlotte. You know, one of the highlights of my role as board chair is to have the opportunity to celebrate with you in this extraordinary occasion. Each of you came to this campus with intellectual curiosity, and you leave the campus with wisdom shaped by academic rigor. You are indeed an impressive graduating class, and it gives me tremendous pleasure to be part of recognizing your distinguished accomplishments. This year marks the 158th commencement. And for me, it's amazing to think that for more than a century and a half, students just like you have walked across a stage like this on this campus and marked one of the most important days in their lives. What a great privilege it is for this university to have touched so many lives across all those years. I think that much of what you've received from Queen's and your experience here is grounded in the experience of the men and women who came before you. So as a graduate, it is my hope that you'll remain a fan cheering the Royals on, that you'll be a patron taking in an occasional musical or production, or that you'll be a donor funding a new scholarship, or simply an alumnus saying a proud word about this great school. It is the continued support of past graduates and their love of Queen's that has really helped shape this university and made it a truly special place. Each man and woman who came before you at Queens is part of a legacy, and today you join that legacy. As President Davies mentioned, making a difference and changing the world will be a theme here today. As someone who's been in this community, in the business community, and the healthcare community for the last 36 years, I can tell you that I have seen the members of that legacy around this community. I've had the opportunity to witness so many remarkable people who are indeed making a difference and making this a better place. Many of those trained here at the fine Blair College of Health. So I urge you to use the foundation that you've built here at Queens to support you throughout a lifetime of finding your own ways to make a difference. Your university honors you today, and in turn, I hope that you will honor your university. Stay engaged, stay supportive, be proud of your accomplishments, and be proud of Queens, because I can assure you that we are very proud of you. Congratulations and best wishes for a very bright and happy future. And it's my pleasure now to introduce Brittany Phelan, who will continue the program. Brittany.
Good morning, Queens University. On this special day, I would first like to congratulate the graduates on all of your amazing accomplishments. I have the distinguished honor to introduce a one-of-a-kind person. Every now and again, you have the opportunity to meet someone extraordinary. For me, being an avid swimmer since the age of 5 years old, this was a dream of mine. I'm honored to know the most successful coach in the history of the Southeastern Conference, and arguably the world. His love and desire for the sport is contagious, and something I can only dream of finding someday. A quote from Sam Walton: "I think I overcame every single one of my personal shortcomings by the sheer passion I brought to my work. If you love your work, you'll be out there every day trying to do it the best you possibly can. And pretty soon, everybody around will catch the passion from you like a fever." This individual pours his heart and soul into the swimming community. He has found his passion, and that is evident. Something I hope for each and every one of us graduates here today. He has brought home 12 NCAA Division I swimming titles, has coached 49 Olympians from 19 different countries, has been the NCAA Coach of the Year a total of 8 times, has been the assistant head coach on 3 different occasions, and most recently was the 2016 Swimming Olympic head coach. This is only to name a few of his outstanding accomplishments. Everybody, please give it up for the Olympic coach, David Marsh.
Thanks, Brittany. I'll never forget it. It was the roar of the crowd and the silence just before the swimmers took their mark. The guys launched like rockets in the water. 2 seconds into the 21-second race, I'm like this: he's going to win. How many of you watched the 50 freestyle from the Rio Olympics? You guys watch it? Remember that one? Amazing race. Sold out venue, $500 a ticket, 3 billion people watching on TV. Now, the Olympics is a very unique event in the global world right now. It's the time when everybody comes together. It's amazing, and this 50 freestyle, like no other event, brings them together for only 21 seconds to determine the gold medalist. The field was loaded with the Brazilian, the Brit, the Ukrainian, the South African, and there was a French favorite. The French favorite had not lost in 4 years. He was 6'5", 235 pounds of muscle and good looks. Our 2 Americans, Nathan and Adrian, was the swimmer who won the Olympic trials in this event. And then there was the smallest of the competitors and the oldest, Anthony Irvin. Tony, we call him around here, had won this event 16 years ago as a teenager at the Sydney Olympics. Since that win, he had a very rough journey, which included self-destructive behaviors, addictions, ultimately found himself homeless in New York City. As he turned his life around, he got back in the pool and he trained with several different programs, but ultimately ended up 8 weeks before the Olympic trials right here in Charlotte. Now, let me tell you about 8 weeks for an Olympic swimmer. 8 weeks for an Olympic swimmer would be like you guys taking a course all semester and then walking to finals and trying to cram as you walk to that final. That's about the duration we had to work with. Now, some of you are nodding your heads like you did that. Who did that? Tony jumped in the pool fully engaged. He started training with Team Elite right here at Queens at the Levine Center pool daily. 16 years after he won a gold medal in the 50 freestyle in the Sydney Olympics, Anthony Irvin reclaimed his title to become the oldest male champion in Olympic swimming history. He also became the only person in history in the Olympics to win an event 16 years apart. He outtouched the French Adonis by a mere 1/100th of a second. And the next time you blink, that took longer than 1/100th of a second. That's how close it was. One of the more important parts of 50 freestyle is the start. Tony had a history of bad starts. As soon as I saw him nail that start in that Olympic final, I knew he'd won. His trajectory to the gold changed dramatically right here at Queens. Great things continue to happen here, including your start, and in many ways, your start begins right now. I'd like to thank Dr. Davies for allowing me to be the commencement speaker. I'm humbled and honored. I'd also like to thank Board Chair Michael Tarwater for his leadership. This amazing faculty, truly amazing faculty that I've experienced as a father of a Queens student, and our special staff. And I'd like to recognize one person that's on that staff that just lightens my day almost every single day. There's someone who just represents to me the service that is given by the staff at Queens on a daily basis. Is Miss Betty here? Where's Miss Betty? Can you stand up, Miss Betty? I see she's touched you guys too. That's awesome. Very special thank you to the network of people that has supported each of you grads. It could not happen without a lot of help, especially the parents. Now, graduates, when you're walking across the stage and they're clapping, getting your graduation certificate, understand that's probably a metaphor for them clapping their wallets shut as you go out into the workforce and start earning real money. More bad news. The diplomas here, the diploma cases, I should say, you'll get your diploma a little bit later. That'll be issued a little bit later because they need you to turn in your cap and gown. Otherwise, there'd be 659 gowns on Diana over here after this ceremony. So that's the deal. On to the speech. The reality that I'm here giving this commencement speech, much less giving advice, is surreal on many levels. I was an average student who loved playing baseball. All my years growing up, that's what I did. I wanted to be the next Hank Aaron. When I tried out for my high school baseball team, I thought I did really well. But apparently the high school coach didn't notice the all-star patches going down my arms. He also wasn't too impressed with my 6'3", 135-pound frame. It didn't exactly impress him, and I was cut. So I went to my brother's sport, swimming, in 10th grade. Finally, my senior year, recognition, finally. In the Eagle Lancer, our high school newspaper, on the front page, a picture of me doing butterfly. Butterfly is a stroke you want to get the picture made during, right? So your arms are out here, little muscles are popping out. I didn't have very many muscles, but the one I had was popping out right here. The caption underneath in bold said, "Swim outlook poor." Truth. That's true. I went on to a very solid career in swimming at Indian River Community College and then Auburn University. But the biggest life-changing event for me happened when I met my Auburn coach, Richard Quick. He became my immediate lifetime mentor. I was determined to not just be a good coach, but to be a high-impact coach, just like he was. I fully devoted myself to gaining the knowledge, the skills, and developing the network it would take to excel. My first job, I worked 14 hours a day, was paid a whopping $6,000 a year. My biggest breakthrough was getting that Auburn job at the age of 31, a major SEC program at my alma mater. The reason I got the offer was because an assistant AD named Buddy Davidson recalled when I used to be a fifth-year student there and I worked, I would stay up late at night doing recruiting, and we had a Watts line back then where we'd have to fight for the Watts line to get out to make recruiting calls. And then I'd go and sleep on the athletic department couch at about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night when I finished with the West Coast calls. Then in the morning, I'd set my alarm and go down for morning practice at 5:30 in the morning. So many nights I slept on a couch there. Now what they didn't know, which that sounded like a great thing, what they didn't know is I had a apartment with 3 other dude roommates in a very small space, and it was a lot more quiet, and actually the couch is way more comfortable than my bed back home, but it paid off. I didn't know anything about business buzzwords like mission, analytics, B2B, branding, and thank you, Professor Cox, for teaching our students about that kind of stuff. I didn't watch a TED Talk to discover the secret of how to be a great coach, but I knew I wanted, in fact, I was almost desperate to become a great coach. I immersed myself in improving and developing strengths. I worked on anything that would help me or hold me back from excelling as a coach. My biggest weakness, and hopefully you guys haven't noticed it as of yet, public speaking. Miserable public speaker, used to frighten me to death a little bit now. I'd like to offer you 3 pieces of primary advice this morning. First of all, start with a vision. Where do you want to launch yourself? To ensure you have a good start in this new chapter of your life, you will need to visualize who you are going to be. You're all millennials. Well, most of you are millennials. I thought I saw a few boomers out here. We have any baby boomers here? Yeah, I thought I saw a couple. Yeah. Well, you can notice the baby boomers, they're not doing any selfies, and they actually still miss their flip phones. Most of you are millennials, and your inherent advantage is that you see yourselves doing what you want to do, collaborating with those while doing it, sensing a fulfilling purpose as you do it. Recent cover of Outside magazine stated it perfectly. The new American dream, doing what you love. You're in an opportune moment in a transitional time to set your course in the most purposeful way right now. It's critical that you see and visualize yourself as that person you're going to be doing exactly what you're going to do. Whether that be standing on a podium receiving a gold medal, whether that be volunteering in a third world country, or whether that be thriving at your dream job. Number 2, act on that vision now. My first visit to Queen's University was 8 years ago at the invitation of Dr. Davies and James Bullock to discuss the viability of starting a swimming program here at Queen's. I didn't know much about Queen's, but was immediately impressed with the beauty and the incredible location. In 30 years of consulting for pools and swim teams, these kind of things, I was in hundreds of meetings. I was in meetings about plans, meetings about concepts, voting for officers, meetings about funding, meetings about more meetings to have meetings set. When I asked Dr. Davies when she wanted to fully start this program, she said a word I'd never heard in any of these meetings in my life. Now. Has anyone ever swam in the Ovens pool back here, the old Ovens pool? Yeah, there you go. So you know why we needed a new pool in this campus. I think I spotted Stegosaurus footprints around the pool one time. That's how old it was. Sometimes when you do the right thing at the right time, you get the results beyond what you imagine. Building the pool and believing in the vision that Jeff Dugdale and I discussed in that first meeting, in just 4 years since it's been built, has led to 6 NCAA swimming titles, the nation's best triathlon team. And did you know that the USA athletes that trained right here at Queen's University won a total of 8 medals at the Olympic Games? If that were a group as a nation, in the swimming venue, we would have been third behind only USA and Australia, and ahead of Hungary, Japan, China, and the other 202 countries that competed in swimming. And here comes the two words that you hear at every commencement ceremony. No, it's not, I'm done yet. It's work hard. Let's go back to Tony. Working hard means being determined and known for continually growing and being eager to develop yourself. Tony's openness and determination to grow has made all the difference, and it's the reason he won the 50 freestyle. I mentioned earlier his weakness through his career was his start. So right here at the Levine Center pool, we broke his start down and we took it into pieces. We determined the angle that he would go into the water was too severe, so we decided to go back to the fundamentals. We actually took him down and had him, like you teach a child to dive, from a kneeling position, and then he would start to relearn how to dive. What we were doing was retraining his neuromuscular system. Is Dr. Nav here to confirm that? Yes, thank you. That's what we were doing. So we're retraining what the motions that he was doing, and we were trying to get him to forget what he used to do. We also noticed he was doing 5 dolphin kicks. And when I asked why, he said it's because everyone else is doing that many. But I knew Tony's strength was swimming on top of the water, not under the water. He wasn't as fast. So we adjusted him to 3 underwater dolphin kicks and recalibrated his start so the angle took him up quicker and he swam sooner. We capitalized on his strengths. Sometimes working hard means being willing to take a step back, rethink what you're doing, and recalibrate. It's never too early to learn excellent fundamentals, and it's never too late to relearn those fundamentals. Know your strengths and weaknesses, use your creativity, be dedicated, be passionate. Find the best path for you. Getting to that path will require that hard work. Nobody can blame you for trying to get out of hard work. But let me save you a lot of time and false starts. I've coached a long time, and I've coached thousands of elite athletes at this point at my age. The people I've worked with, the difference boils down between the good and truly great to one consistent factor almost across the board. That is, those that are willing to work thoroughly in an engaged manner, those are the ones that come out ahead. There's just no shortcuts at the end of the day. A reputation for being a hard worker will do better for you than a reputation for being talented. The next 5 years, the rate of accelerated change, the disruptive technologies, and the rapid expansion of access to global information and education by billions of people that don't have access to it yet will change and shape the job market. There will be skills that you will need to develop and grow in order to make yourself the maximum success. Make some mistakes. Okay, you'll know you're doing things right if you make some mistakes. Mistakes mean you're moving forward. It means you took a risk and chose to act rather than stand still. You will regret the things you didn't do more than the things you did wrong. So go for it. Fail forward. Martin Luther King said in his Keep Moving speech, when referring to how God made every person unique and special, he said, be the best of whoever you are. Right, Miss Betty? I see you nodding. Back to the swimming theme. So who's the fastest swimmer in the world? Technically a sailfish. But fastest human in the world, as you learned today, is Anthony Irvin, not Michael Phelps, like a lot of you thought coming into today. We have lots of swimmers graduating, but we have another fastest swimmer. Here today with us, a young lady that's very special to me, the fastest female swimmer that has ever swum at Queen's University, Patri Castro Ortega. Wave, Patri. Wave, okay. 4 years ago, she made the tough decision to leave her friends and family in her beautiful home of Spain. And at first, it looked like a terrible mistake, right, Patri? Yikes. Patri could hardly speak English. She spent her first semester taking an ESL class to learn English before enrolling officially in Queens. Today, she joins you on our beautiful lawn, graduates magna cum laude in business administration. She's a 2-time NCAA Swimmer of the Year, Basically, she never lost an NCAA race. First place every single time she raced. She's also a Spanish Olympian. I chatted with her last week on the pool deck over here at the end of a practice, and with tears in her eyes, she talked about how she never imagined she would have another home other than her Spanish home. And yet, the thought of leaving to go back to Spain has made her very sad. She loves what she's experienced at Queens and knew that this was the place for her to be developing and following her vision. So, Patry, good job. Also, Patry, she's going to get her MBA in Barcelona. I'm thinking you better get a 2-bedroom apartment. You're probably going to have a lot of visitors. So why does this all matter to you? Most of you are not swimmers, but if you accept some input from this old coach, I can assure you that your chances of success will be greater. Here's my last few bits of advice. Purchase and wear great shoes. Stay fit. Make the choice to walk and bike instead of driving. Look dumb on the dance floor. It's way better than playing it safe as a wallflower. Exactly. Remember, bosses don't accept notes from your mom. Oh, they're laughing back here more than they are out here. I've stole this from a commencement speaker before, Jay Billis. Young men, when you wear a shirt and tie, wear an undershirt. Don't ask why, just do it. Learn to surf, kayak, and paddleboard. Grab a cup of coffee with a mentor each week. And you have some amazing mentors behind me right now that, in speaking to several of them as I did in preparing for this talk, they are eager to continue to mentor you and work with you and network with you as you move forward. Watch It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas season. My friend Emily White just wrote a book on interning, and her point was research your first job like crazy. Google the company till the end of the internet so you know what you're going into. Most of you studied abroad, which is very cool, but go back to Europe just for fun. Learn to appreciate fine wines, even better if you combine it with that trip to Europe. Make good eye contact and have a firm handshake. This one's important. Hold off on extra tattoos until you secure your first job. Be grateful for the fundamental freedoms of America. Never tire of singing her national anthem. Pay attention to your spiritual yearnings and the fruits of the Spirit. Be loving, be joyful, be peaceful, be patient, be kind, be good, be faithful, be gentle, and be self-controlled. And serve. Sed ministrari, non ministrara. All of you engaged in community service, volunteerism, and give back opportunities here at Queens. Wherever your vision and mission takes you, please make serving part of that, like Miss Betty and so many others have while you've been here at Queens University. It should be a hallmark of your Royals pride forever. Enjoy your new start to life, and remember, start with a vision, act on it now, work hard. Thank you. God bless you. Go Royals.
David, we thank you for those inspiring words. We appreciate all that you have done to promote excellence in the field of swimming and in so many other aspects of our students' life. We appreciate you sharing your words of wisdom with us. And now I'd like to turn our attention to several other folks who have made a difference in the lives of others as we present the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Awards. Established by the New York Southern Society in 1925, these awards recognize and honor excellence of character and humanitarian service. Since 1948, Queens has been presenting 2 awards, one to a member of the graduating class and one to a person or couple who is affiliated with the university in some other capacity. Let me begin with our student recipient. Our 2017 student recipient has been engaged both on and off campus from her first days here at Queens. She served as a member of the Student Government Association, a Royal Ambassador, the Political Science Honor Society, for which she serves as president. She was also recognized as the Outstanding Royal Ambassador for 2016-17. Her commitment to service is extended beyond traditional campus activities, including volunteering her time educating others about the 2016 election. She received the North Carolina Campus Compact Student Election Engagement Fellowship from March through December of 2016. During this time, she transformed voter registration and information initiatives at Queens. Her Get Out the Vote efforts touched over 1,000 students. These efforts led Queens to be designated as one of only 83 universities across the country as a voter-friendly campus from the Campus Vote Project. She was awarded the North Carolina Campus Compact Community Impact Award for 2016. As one faculty member commented, "I don't think I have ever worked with a student as serious, capable, and hardworking. She started from scratch to improve our students' knowledge about the fall elections, particularly access to voting and understanding of the issues. She was scrupulously nonpartisan, seeking only to encourage her peers to engage in the process regardless of their partisan affiliations." This is so admirable. And what I would say to all of you is she asked for a Rex Day on Election Day. She didn't get it, but she asked. Queens University of Charlotte is proud to honor this very deserving recipient, Margaret Nelson, with the 2017. And now to our community recipients. This year, we are privileged to honor James E. and Marianne Boldrick Rogers with the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award. After moving to Charlotte in 2006 for his new position as CEO of Duke Energy, Jim Rogers and his wife, M.A., immersed themselves immediately in the business, civic, and cultural fabric of our city. An advocate of what he calls cathedral thinking, Jim values looking forward, even beyond that of his own lifetime. The story goes that on a trip to Paris with one of their grandchildren, they showed him the Notre Dame de Paris. "It took 100 years to build this cathedral," he told his grandson. "No one who began it was alive when it was finished." Cathedral thinking and their vision for making the world a better place characterize the couple we honor today. Jim and M.A. bring their positive energy to multiple efforts to raise awareness of issues related to education, the arts, and the environment. In this community alone, they support the Met Museum, the Arts and Science Council, the Ronald McDonald House, United Way, and many other important causes. Jim co-chaired the $82 million campaign for the Levine Center of the Arts, as well as the effort to host the 2012 Democratic National Convention, that many of you participated in. In 2011, he co-founded the Global Bright Light Foundation, seeking to bring safe, healthy, and cost-effective solar power to people living without access to electricity. Passionate about the arts, education, and social justice, M.A. has served on the Queens Board of Trustees since 2009. She is also on the boards of the Mint Museum, the Charlotte Symphony Orchestra, the Red Cross Western North Carolina, and Trinity Episcopal School. She has made a tremendous difference for our board and for this university. At Queens, they served as honorary chairs of the Investing in Queens Future campaign from 2009 to 2011. Their gifts to the university have supported the Belk Chapel Edition, endowed scholarships, the Learning Society, and the Queens Fund. The transformational Rogers Science and Health Building, dedicated in 2013, is a tribute to energy efficiency and sustainability. Asked why they support Queens, the Rogers said, "Education has always been very important to us. When we moved to Charlotte, we wanted to learn about this beautiful campus right here in our neighborhood. As we did, we came to respect the quality of the leaders here and believe in what they are accomplishing. We want to be part of all that. And now we understand what people mean when they say the Queens family." Jim and M.A., we are so glad that you are members of the Queens family, because they espouse cathedral thinking, because they have generously shared their talents, time, treasure with Queens and many other organizations, and because they exemplify the Queens motto, non ministrare sed ministrare, Queens University of Charlotte is proud to honor Jim and Marianne Boldrick Rogers with the 2017 Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award. Jim and Emma, will you please join me on stage? No one wants to take their award with them. It's only because it's about this big. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Lynn Morton, our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will continue with our special awards. But as I introduce Lynn as our Provost, I am also introducing her as the soon-to-be President of Warren Wilson College. Lynn, we're proud of you and excited for you. Congratulations.
Good morning. At this time, I'd like to present the Hunter Hamilton Love of Teaching Award. This award is given to a Queens faculty member who displays an exemplary love of teaching and whose way of life inspires the full potential of each student. The award is given through the generosity of the late Dr. James Presley Hamilton and Gray Hunter Hamilton in honor of their parents. Mrs. Hamilton and her daughter, Isabel Owen, are here with us today. Gray and Isabel, would you please stand and let us recognize you for your continued commitment to exemplary teaching here at Queens. This year's recipient has been a member of the Queens community since 1996. An extensive traveler, he has led student trips to various locales such as Guatemala, South Africa, China, Italy, and Ireland. While these trips were first and foremost learning excursions, the lessons weren't all textbook related. Students realized lessons in service and applied this knowledge to the outside world, for part of serving others is sharing what you've had the opportunity to learn. The numerous nominations received for this individual chose the same adjectives with which to describe him: patient, caring, kind, passionate, funny, and supportive. The submissions themselves read like a compilation of letters from adoring fans who just happen to be current students and colleagues as well as alums. One began, "I now want to be a professor and teach political science in the captivating way in which I learned it." An alum expressed a similar sentiment, stating, "He is one of a kind. He is the sort of professor you hope to encounter just once in your lifetime if you're lucky. He possesses a set of deeply held values that don't have to be spoken about because they clearly lead him through each and every day." An extraordinary number of nominations conveyed this professor's talent for listening to different viewpoints. Perhaps one alum best illustrated this by writing, "He would challenge us to think beyond our comfort zones, which provided me the opportunity to really see other perspectives. He made me feel more confident as a student, which allowed me to better formulate my own thoughts and opinions." Others noted that he isn't simply a part of his students' lives in the classroom. He goes to their games, their plays, their fundraisers, and their weddings. He's a powerful role model for illustrating engagement, that simple act of showing up, for being patient, supportive, and kind, for supporting your students in and out of the classroom, for exhibiting the meaning of living your passion. We name you Dr. Mark Kelso, recipient of the 2017 Hunter Hamilton Love of Teaching Award. Dr. Kelso, please join me at the podium.
I want to first of all thank my wife, Stephanie. She makes me a better man than I otherwise would be. I want to thank all my students, past, present, and future. You made my job much easier. And I want to thank all my faculty, staff, and administrative colleagues at Queens for all your support over the years. I'm truly, truly humbled by this.
Mark's wife, Stephanie, is here today. And Queens faculty, please plan to join me in Burwell Hall immediately following this ceremony for a brief reception to congratulate Mark on the award. I would now like to recognize a member of our faculty who is retiring this academic year. Would you please stand, Dr. Debbie Miles. Dr. Miles has been a member of our faculty since 2000 and has served as the chair of our Bachelor of Science in Nursing program since 2014. She's been instrumental in program revision and constantly considers the impact proposed revisions may have. Her bottom line when making any decision is, how will this impact the learning experience for the student? Dr. Miles has been a beloved mentor for innumerable students. Professional yet approachable, her advising and teaching style is described as passionate and encouraging and is highly regarded. She earned the Joseph W. Greer Jr. Distinguished Professor Award in 2009. With deep gratitude for her service to the university, the concern she has shown for her students, and her amiable collegiality, we are pleased to announce that Dr. Debbie Miles has been named Professor Emerita. Congratulations, Debbie.
It is now my pleasure to present the award for the traditional undergraduate valedictorian. The valedictorian is the student with the highest grade point average of the eligible seniors. To be considered, the student must have completed a minimum of 107 credit hours at Queens. This year, I am delighted to say that we have two students with identical grade point averages who will receive the valedictorian award. This year's co-valedictorians are Johanna Sophie Schonecker and Mikel Oliviero. Please come forward. I don't know who's who. In 1948, Queens established an evening college specifically for adult students who desire to complete their degrees or pursue higher education for the first time. At Queens, we agree that obtaining a degree, regardless of one's life stage, is one of the most important and proudest moments of a student's life. Today, we recognize a student who has the highest GPA within the Haworth School, Julie Mencius from the College of Arts and Sciences. Julie, would you please come forward? And now, if I'm not mistaken, we have come to the moment that you've all been waiting for. The conferring of the degrees.
Mr. Chairman, Madam President, faculty, the class of 2017, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we have the privilege of presenting diplomas to more than 590 graduates. We first recognize our students who have completed master's level work. Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for master's degrees please stand? Madam President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education in Literacy, Master of Arts in Educational Leadership, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Organization Development, Master of Arts in Communication, and Master of Science in Nursing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Queen's University of Charlotte by the Board of Trustees and the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you the appropriate degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. As the graduates come forward, I'd like to ask Mr. Tarwater to join me in congratulating our graduates as they're presented by their academic deans. You can go ahead and start moving that way. Okay. I'm orchestrating it from up here. So I asked Mr. Tarwater, our chairman of the board, to join me in congratulating our graduates. They will be presented by their academic deans, Dr. John Sisko, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences and Cato School of Education, Dr. Rick Matthew, McCall School of Business Dean, Dr. Sarah Fatherly, Interim Dean of the Knight School of Communication and Dean of University Programs, and Dr. Emily Richardson, Dean of the Hayworth College. Will the audience, they always tell me to say this, will you please reserve your applause until all diplomas are presented, but you aren't going to do that anyway, so we'll just move ahead with the program.
Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, Kalisha Williams. Brianna K. Yancey. Master of Arts in Teaching, Lynette Bussey. Moira Farrell Jacobs. Elizabeth Quinn Smith. Master of Education in Literacy, Shonita M. Alford. Aisha Banks. Samantha Avery Meyer. Maria Guadalupe Cristino Rico. Mihaela Isabel Sanchez Macanu. Leanne Michelle Wilson. Okay. Master of Arts in Educational Leadership, Jennifer Bigley. Anasia Monet Boast. Laura E. Brumfield. Malshawn Burns. I am well. James Artiga Carter. Mandy Jean Cecil. Jessica Ann Cheek. Tanya Monroe Tanya Monroe Council. Alicia Christine Cummins. Shelby Febro Davis. Erica Turquoise Evans. Marika Danielle Feimster. LaShawn Elliott Freeman. William Lamont Gray. Stephanie N. Guest. Drew Anthony Hackett. Maria Chase Ivancic. Good morning. Cassie. Kimberly Carol Cassie. Latanya Patrice Kershaw. Stephen Lorenzo Kershaw. Megan Elizabeth McGann. Teddy Lee McWayne. Andre Carlos Mumford. Katrina Janelle Patrick. Gina Petardi. Megan C. Potter. Okay. I should. Okay. Cassidy Nicole Racono. Melanie Marie Searle. Jamila Parker Simmons. Anne Michelle Wagner. Jermaine Hardy White III. Amanda Nicole Wren. Ernest Daniel Wooten.
All right. The McCall School of Business, Master of Business Administration. Riyad Ahmed Abashosha. Al Hussein Fanabam. Othman Abdulaziz Aldaki. Ahmed Abdullah Al-Ghamdi. Candace Pride Allen. Jason Allen. Abdul Raham Khalid Al-Salam. Abdul Aziz Ibrahim Al-Subai. Christopher D. Amick. Dorothy M. Ashford. Charlotte Patterson Barber. Anthony Robert Beaker.
Slow down just a hair.
Megan Suzanne Blankmeyer. Charles Edward Birkland III. Teresa Burton. Nisha Campbell McLeod. Tarvia Joy Kennedy. Zachary Alexander Cervantes. William Paxson Chalfant IV. Lisa A. Calasino. Adrian D. Coleman. Grayson C. Collins. Jody Clayton Coram. Thomas John Costello. Sarah Caitlin Deal. Roddy Dowd III. Daniel Lucas Eller. Joanne Caputo Faber. Visar Verratti. Jacqueline von Gretnen Farabee. Ernesto Samuel Fierro Coronel. Heather Lynn Frost. Mary Barr Gallivan. Raywan Ghanam. Abdul H. Green. Bradley Langford. Michael Thomas Lasik. James Robert Lekovich. Arali Patricia Leyva Lopez. Charla M. Lewis Griffith. Antonio J. Herrera B. Very good. Samuel Brett Hershey. Jianwan Liu. Julianne Lesh Malone. James P. Maloney. Holden P. McConaughey. Coy Morgan. Kimberly A. McKinney. Dominique Paul Monfiston. Laura Nicholson. Fallon Nicole Nye. Guilherme Jetane Pinero Lima. William Padilla. Allison Renee Page. Nora Pang. Brittany Kate Phelan. Susan Angela Pickett. Emily Christine Polton. Kelly McLahan Prevet. Melanie Wine Proctor. Christopher M. Ravenscroft. Malcolm Shields Ryan IV. Afton Michelle Rogers. Lisa L. Ryan. Jonathan David Sozio. Nicole Saint-Amé Bonner. Thomas Stevenson. Rebecca Ruth Taylor. Sierra Sade Teasley. Alexander Ross Towson. Crystal D. Turner. Holly Webdale. Amber Nicole White. John W. Young. Master of Science in Organization Development, Tasha Michelle Ariola. Ian Joseph Backus. Donna Warino Burford. Scott Joseph Clemente. Amanda Caroline Gibson. Carol Elizabeth Harrelson. Travis Jerome Jones. Keisha Lorraine Kruger. Anthony Joseph Machado Lewis IV. Lakeisha Lynn Moore. Charmaine Priester Norwood. Tori L. Scarborough. Amber Ora Shannon. Annette Louise Steffen. Janelle L. Strickland. Paige Ramsey Stroop. Angela H. Sway Strauss. Benjamin David Willem.
The Night School of Communication, Master of Arts in Communication, Adam Benjamin Bernstein. Gregory Jerome Case. Shantae Walker Cassell. Tatiana Yael Lalani Colorado. Hillman Evans IV. Jordan Elise Gallagher. Amy J. N. Green. Brandon Christopher Harris. Beverly Nicole Hunt. Erin Michelle Hunt. Alicia Jareggi. Sarah Elaine Lee. Lucas M. D. Martins. Kara Elise Molnar. Neely Black Monemi. Kimberly Prucha Phillips. Sandra Adcock Saburn. Thomas Jake Salem. Megan Lindsay Sweat. Tanisha LaShawn Walker. Michelle Britton Woodbury. Tracy Marie Worrell.
Andrew Blair, College of Health, Master of Science in Nursing. Carrie Michelle Anderson. Peter Dwayne Berry. Jamie Lackey Knupp. Sheba Kako. Veronica S. Darden. June Kingsley Hardy. Candace Honeycutt Hillard. Susan Andrea Hino. Jennifer Lynn Kent. Nancy L. McClintock. Meredith Blair Parker. Jordan Rianne Peters. Jerome David Fowler. Laura Osteen Schutz. Carmen Punch Smith. Heather Christine Sullivan. Go ahead. Allison Pittman Talbert. Kimberly Mullis Trotter. Louise Jeanette Sommer.
Please recognize the accomplishments of these Queens graduates. We now recognize our students who have completed bachelor's degrees. Will the candidates who have completed the requirements for the bachelor's degree please stand? Madam President, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as president of Queen's University of Charlotte by the Board of Trustees and the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you the appropriate degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates.
College of Arts and Sciences Bachelor of Arts, Aisha Jade Esenuddin. Elizabeth Bailey. Lily Margaret Baker. George S. Banda. Courtney Patrice Batchelor. Victoria Lynn Brown. Jennifer Catherine Sargent Bird. Delaney Clifford. Kaylee Aaron Davis. Whitney Lee Day. Amber Lynn Early. Savannah Lauren Edwards. Lena Etzel. Cheryl Gregory. William Michael Franz. Naomi Rosario Freyer. Elizabeth Ann George. Kelly Ann Dowd. Milan Taylor Lee Golding. Kathleen Louise Guidry. Jack Marvin Gustafson. Samantha Lynn Haley. Sean Matthew Harris. Trevor Luke Haslett. Sarai Ann Hayes. Mary Catherine Fisher. Megan Nicole Mancini. Carolyn Marie Henry. Devin Hughes. Agnes Jalal. Arika Bernice Caitlin Caster. Kyle Cameron Kemp. Shane Beth Knight. Danielle Revels Knox. Serera Jax Kohler. Alexis Ray Chrising. Flynn Michael Lancaster. Marie Claire Lechtenberg. Carla Itzel Lozano Ramirez. Callista Ann Malone. Jessica Sierra Mason. Nicholas Ian McCausland. Lauren Elaine Miller. Elizabeth Brett Mills. Quess Alexander Edward Milton. Stephen Morris. Hannah Ellen Morse. Margaret Elizabeth Nelson. Yoon Kwan Candy Un. Jessica Jordan Palacio. Okay. John Penny Peniak. Hi.
Hi.
Hannah Mackenzie Presley. Latoya Charisse Kirby. Emily Rose Quayle. Nicole Denise Quinn. Matthew Edward Ryan. Tiffany Marie Rivera. William Parrish Riley. Bryn Elizabeth Rohde. Tori Latisse Pennington. Viviana Sanchez. Schmid. Lindsay Aaron Schmid. Sadie Michelle Scott. Crockett Anderson Sewell. Messe Sim. Thanks. Mary Nicole Simpson. Sedona Nicole Simpson. Jonathan E. Smith. Cherish Madeline Stevens Vickers. Molly Pearson. Shelby Schuyler Suffrage. Amy Joy Taylor. Yes. Mackenzie Lynn Teeter. Deanna Carol Toney. Braylyn Nicole Tracy. Sarah Catherine Van Cleve. Arandi Villa Soranzo. Valerie Veer. Corrine Watson. Jimena A. Watts. Frank Werner. Braylee Mary Williams. I'm sorry. Madeline Elaine Wood. For the Bachelor of Arts in Music, Salvatore Contrino. Miyuki Fukusawa. Haley Alexandra Cater. Isabel Haynes Lover. Ava K. Marvin. Rachel Nicole McAndrew. Madeline Caroline Smith. Zoe Uyung Yim. For the Bachelor of Science, Hibu Ramzi Abulaj. Muhammad Ali Al-Musfir. Mia A. Behringer. Corey Alexander Brown. Justin Connor Buck. Callie Renee Chappell. Catherine Therese Cochran. Megan Marie Delamere. Luca Renato de Giuseppe Antonio. Joshua Jonathan Dowdy. Miranda Garrett. Hannah Keith George. Nicole Lynn Gleason. Marta Gonzalez Nino. Enrique Luis Guerra Branger. Carlicia DeJanique Thompson. Malik Jamar Hanna. Melissa Lang. Yaban Lee. Kennedy Yasmin Monet Lewis. Mikkel Suzanne Oliverio. Nicole Lynn Petka. Taylor Nicole Reynolds. Charles Boyce Rich III. Caitlin Emily Rodriguez. Johanna Sophie Schonecker. Jasmine Brittany Tyndall. Madeline Louise Wickham. Miriam Walid Zoabi. For the Bachelor of Arts from the Wayland Cato School of Education, Natalie Mary Lozano. Julie Ann Manshush. Susan Lynn Phillips. Alexandria Grace Ritchie. Michaela Rose Wallace.
The McCall School of Business, Bachelor of Arts, Kimberly Wren Mitchell. Felipe Diaz de Oliveira. Clint Nolan Presley. The McCall School of Business, Bachelor of Business Administration, Monica Abad. Ajoy Agaman Arthur. Evany Vargas. Jules Thalis. Colin Michael Boyd. Estabali Anli Carrera Ortiz. Patrick Castro Ortega. Rebecca Ashley Chen. James M. Cresswell. Elizabeth Ann Depew. Brianna Deasi. Sarah Deere. Lydia Grace Drakeford. Ryan Uzoma Ajasia. Alexander Claude Guillaume. Ashlyn Nicole Hairston. Sarah Bell Henson. Luis Alberto Hernandez Ramirez. Kyle A.S. Higgs. Simon B. Hirshorn. Emily Rachel Hawk. Jenny Hua. Mary E. Jarnicki. Stephanie Carver Johnson. Sean Michael McDevitt. Benjamin C. McElhannon. Jimmy McGinnis. Nicholas Andrew Meredith. Charles Evelyn Michelin. Fabian Alejandro Montes de Oca. Christian Sean Joseph Moyles. Pablo Orozco. Johannes Peter. Hannah Danielle Phillips. Sean Alexander Price. Jacqueline Rock. Emma Estelle Rubel. Carla Sanchez Nunez. Mark Kevin Schwenk. Tate Jensen Small. Emily Catherine Thornton. Andrew Titus. Giovanni Treone. Vincent Thomas Valenza. Celestino Villar Alvarez.
Sarah, thank you.
Ezekiel Vega Zavala. Cameron Quadri Wall. Christopher Webster. John Luke Williams. Kyle David Wolf. Charles R. Yop IV. Next.
The Knight School of Communication, Bachelor of Arts, Naomi May Bentley. Alexandra Taylor Bruder. Taylor Ritchie Cherry. Jillian Clark. Gabrielle Rose DeBook, cum laude. Jessie Erin Epley. Mason Olivia Farnan, magna cum laude. Caitlin Allison Flanagan.
Sorry, I'm coming.
Ella Marie Fox. Morgan Elizabeth Gill. Robert Glover, summa cum laude. Tyler Danielle Cruz Green, cum laude. Hiwa Sium Hailu, cum laude. Jared Randolph Hendricks. Shamari Akil Ingram. Jamie Kiefer, summa cum laude. Dean Patrick Kelsey II. Colby Jack Kephart. Nicholas Jeffrey Lanciani, magna cum laude. Jose Montez Martinez. Braden Derek Charles Netzley. Ashley Flora Olive. Ashley Elizabeth Oshevsky, summa cum laude. Rachel Marie Pepper. Witz Romero Carrizales. Catherine Ann Romeo. Devin Robinson. Cheryl Ann Rosiska, summa cum laude. Carla Sanchez Garcia with honors. Vincent Paul Schneider. Nathan Alexander Smith. Abigail Elizabeth Toller, magna cum laude. Ogechi Uhunaya Ubabuki. Cecilia Marie Waple. Patrick Kelly Willard. Miranda Nicole Wood.
Andrew Blair, College of Health, Bachelor of Arts. Shantae Renee Anderson. Molly Mackenzie Brooks. Jalen Burrell. Tiffany M. Carpenter, magna cum laude. Julia Cienfuegas, summa cum laude. Joanne Exesus. Carla A. Hasselreg. Deandra R. Meadows Miles, cum laude. Chandra Janae Partlow. Roseanne Sumner. Mallory Joy Vaughn, cum laude. Christine Ann Weesey. Gwendolyn Givens Williams. Andrew Blair College of Health, Bachelor of Science. Asia Chantil Banks. Ariel Elise Blount. Alyssa Faye Bridwell with honors. Daniel Camps. Dylan Robert Casper, cum laude. Rachel Nicole Chestnut. Peyton E. Cresswell. Mary Cannon Dickens. Claire Elizabeth Droppelman. Jennifer Ann Irwin. Anna Marie Farmer. Maurice Fitzpatrick Francis. Alan Garcia Pena, magna cum laude. Courtney C. Goebel. Kelly Ann Gottry, cum laude. Brina Kate Grass, magna cum laude. Paula Ngazi Gray. Kayla May Hall. Christina F. Hamilton. Robin A. Harding, cum laude. Hannah Rose Hasker. Alyssa Lane Haynes. James Gunnar Hollingsworth, cum laude. Julie Ann Herensky. Kuku Hudo. Catherine Nicole Johnston, magna cum laude. Meredith Nicole Jones. Erika Michelle Jones. Casey Nicholas Jones, summa cum laude. Nathan Coons.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Sean Michael Krysak, summa cum laude. Nicole Elizabeth Lee. Troy Vincent Lee. Robert Townsell Lewis Jr. Sutton Wood Mays. Summer Elizabeth McFadden. Brooke McMillan. Sydney Libby Michelin. Mitchell Newell. Danielle Nicosia, cum laude. Shelby Julio Secchi, magna cum laude. Luke Parsons. Hannah Mae Pfeiffer. Jacqueline Lynn Fuel. Donna Marie Richardson. William Bentley Robertson. Kendra Alexandria Nicole Smith. Maggie Lou Stewart, magna cum laude. Stephen Thomas Swift. John Philip Thompson Jr. Morgan Presley Ward, magna cum laude. Karen Jahami Watkins. Ashton Louise Whitaker. Luther Alexander Whitson. Zachary Lowell Williams. Alexis J. Woodall. Hannah English Younger. Presbyterian School of Nursing, Michelle Arack, cum laude. Kelly Alexander Beasley. Lindsay Christ Blackwood. Carolyn Kilo Brown. Jessica Lauren Tony Brown. Samantha Elizabeth Brunson. Shelby Lynn Karen. Gayatri Chilkuri. Deborah Louise Powers Conley. Fallon Elise Davis. Caitlin Caitlin Mackenzie Deckard. Paige Nicole Donaldson. Rodney W. Dutton. Camila Padradilita Flores. Kaylee Elizabeth Freeman. Stephanie Mae Glasgow. Claire Cecil Hamilton. Stephanie C. Harrison. Abigail Caitlin Howell. Kaylee Noel Kemmy. Tucker Laughlin. Paris Alyssa Brianne Lawhorn. Christy Renee Lesowitz, cum laude. Rebecca Jean Lesson. Isabella Rose Lovett. Carl Philip Lackadoo. Erin Elizabeth McLeod. Hannah Victoria Mixer, magna cum laude. Erica S. Morrison. Sarah Ann Monday. Elizabeth Rose Nickel. Abigail Gwendolyn Paulus. Maya Sabrina Peacock. Elizabeth Puff Puff. Roxana Lucera Ramirez Santiago. Sarah Kai Rice. Andrea Gabriela Romero Descalas. Christina J. Schaus. Alyssa Kara Shokoff. Laura Marie Sarin. Adam Michael Slupsky. Juliana Booth Tucker, magna cum laude. Carrie Amanda Williams. Carson Redding Williams. Anna Gawai Zhang.
Please recognize the accomplishments of these Queen's graduates, which you already did.
This concludes the conferring of the degrees on the class of 2017. Please rise now to sing the Queen's Hymn, led by Jonathan Smith, or Jay as we know and love him, to be followed by the benediction.
Guardian bright, our alma mater, gladly fill our hearts and minds. Light our visions in thy children, and a loyalty that binds. Gladly do we lift our voices, pledging thee our faith and love. Teach our minds and hearts to follow God who leads us from above. Living truth is ever ringing, tune our ears to hear that chime. Lasting wisdom, peace is bringing, lead us in your way sublime. Queens, to thee we pledge our spirits, ever thine a loyal bond. Queens, thy praises we are singing, grateful for thy guiding hand. Thank you.
Friends, we do not know what the future holds or where our paths will lead us, whether our journeys will take us to the sacred mountains of China, the rainforests of Costa Rica, the cobblestones of old Havana, or the corner of trade and Tryon. But know this, God holds all times and places. God hold each of us in the palm of God's hands. As you go forth, may you follow the deepest desires of your heart. May you flame the fires of passion in you that yearn for justice. May you nurture the embers of discontent that refuse to settle for anything less than what is good and right. May you ignite the spark of imagination to envision a world where everyone lives in peace with his and her neighbor. May you hold high the light of truth, lift up the downtrodden, offer comfort for those who are ill. May you remember, in spite of what the world says, that there is no power stronger than love. And now may God grant you courage when you feel weak, faith in moments of doubt, hope when all seems bleak. May God's love surround you. May God's grace strengthen you. May God's peace enfold you. And may God protect you and keep you now and in the days ahead until we meet again. Amen.